Hi guys, welcome back to the vlog. Today is Thursday, 27th of March, and it's currently 11:44 a.m. and I'm about to head to class. I actually skipped this morning, which is a really bad thing that I've been doing lately. Just because every Thursday morning I have this 3-hour class where we don't really do anything, and I just couldn't get myself to go this morning and the past 3 weeks as well, but it's fine. It's fine because I handed in my project, so I'm not that bad of a student. Anyways, I'm wearing a really cute and classy outfit today because I'm actually going out right after school. I'm meeting up with Julie, and then we're gonna have drinks at this really cool wine bar called Terra. We actually love going to wine bars because it's just like so fun and we get to chit chat. It hasn't been that long since I've seen her, but I feel like so much has happened that I definitely am like needing this meetup, debrief, catch up or whatever, so I'm like very much looking forward to it. As I mentioned in the previous video that I was going to be starting to implement and get back into my health and wellness a little bit, just because it's something that I've been lacking and it's definitely been affecting my mental, physical, and like overall well-being. So this is a little bit about what the vlog is going to focus on, also just like taking you around my week. I feel like it's been so long since I've done a vlog. It hasn't been that long, but I'm excited. Actually, I have one last little update for you guys. I deleted my social media apps, which is a little bit crazy. I never thought I would get to this point or like actually have the balls to do this. It's something that I've been wanting to do for I'd say like the past 2 years, just because I mean it's pretty obvious that we're all like addicted to our phones and social media, but I really specifically started to feel like the short form content was frying my brain. Like just scrolling on TikTok was so addicting, but also not even enjoyable anymore. So I basically fucked up my attention span and I just couldn't watch a video for more than 3 seconds. Like I would get so bored, so I would just like scroll and scroll and scroll, and I wouldn't even get anything positive out of it. It was just like dumb doom scrolling. At the beginning of this week I just like felt so drained and tired, and like I just hit a point where I was over it, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna take the apps off of my home screen and I'm gonna try to do a little like phone detox for a week and see if like my brain clears up a little bit. I'm also in the middle of my last project of the year, which is like so important. It's going to be half of my final grade, so working on that, I really want to be able to give my best, and lately I've just not been feeling that motivated or inspired, and I feel like I'm just working very slowly, and I don't know, I just felt like this was a time to clear my mental space a little bit. Snapchat, Instagram, and TikTok off my home screen. The only entertainment form I'm allowing myself is YouTube, because YouTube is like long form content, so I don't feel like it affects my brain that much, and it's also like I still need a little bit of enjoyment once in a while. So yeah, I'm gonna just see how I feel. I decided I'm gonna do a week of phone detox, and if it goes really well, I might do this like once every month. Like the last week of every month I'll just go on a little phone detox. Someone I follow on TikTok I think actually does that, and she says it's the best reset before she starts a new month, and I think that's like a really good idea because it doesn't seem as daunting as being like, oh, I'm never gonna go on social media again. What I'm trying to say is that hopefully this week off will clear my brain fog a little bit, will give me more time to be creative and work on my final project, and also just more time to do healthier hobbies like reading and going outside. Today is basically my second day without the social media, and I actually don't feel that bad. Like I don't really miss it that much. I think I really did it at a strategic time where I was so fed up with it that like I'm actually glad I don't have it anymore. But maybe that'll change. Maybe that'll change, and I fear for this weekend, because when I actually have like full days off and that I like won't have work to do, I'll really have to find something to entertain myself, or I'll probably just like nap or something. But anyways, I'm going to school. I have one class left, which is basically like my workshop class. I'm going to be working on that big project. Intimissimi gray top, and then these gray trousers that are from Aritzia.
so full. Like, people here just love the sun.
Train ride just to see you, ride for hours just to please you. You don't know how much I need you, 'cause you're my home away from home, away from home, away from being alone. I did the same just for you. You don't know how much I love you, 'cause you're my home away from home, away from home, away from being alone.
Back to the gym.
Just kind of wondered like who kind of made them, and so when I was 13 I just started really designing websites and going from there. Kind of physicality to it, and it does have this kind of feeling. The more vehicle for that.
Crazy shit potentially goes down. The stuff where if we talk about like design potentially having close to what your chairs look like, but if I say unknown pleasures I can get pretty close.
Hi again, welcome to my office. No, I'm just kidding, this is my room, but this is my desk, so this is where I work out most of the time. I've actually been working a little bit this afternoon on my end of year project, and oh my god, shut up. It's been a little bit interesting switching from having 3 to 5 projects to hand in every week to having one singular project that I'm working on for 3 months. And I won't lie, it's been a little bit difficult. It just feels like it's going unbearably slow. I also feel like my brain has gotten used to working on so many different things at once that now that I'm focused on one thing, I've been lacking a little bit of creativity and motivation. So it's been a little bit hard working on this project these past few weeks just because I haven't been doing as much as I thought I would, and I'm not feeling as inspired by each stepping stone as much as I thought I would. But I had a really helpful chat with one of my teachers, and He said that I basically need to go back to the basics and just try something completely different so that I can revive my creative ideas, basically. Just like a creative reset. And I will say it definitely helped. It definitely got me out of a little bit of like that creative rut that I was in. I have been listening to these really interesting YouTube videos that I got recommended also on TikTok, and I'd added them to like a watch later playlist on YouTube. The first one is Eric Hugh on clout bombing, inclusivity, and the evolving landscape of creative expression. I'll actually link these down below. So if you're ever like interested in anything like around graphic design or like what these videos are talking about, you can just go check it out. So basically this was an interview with Eric, and he talks about like his whole career, like how he got to graphic design, like what sparked his interest. And then he starts talking about the arrival of like AI and different social platforms and like how that impacts media and the way we consume it and the way we view it and the way we buy it and the way we sell it and stuff. So that was really interesting. And then the one I'm listening to right now, I'm not done yet, but it's basically I think like a college lecture by graphic designer David Rudnick. And this one is so beyond interesting. Like I actually have been just eating this right up. He of course also talks about like his career and like how he became a graphic designer and like what era that was in, which is like pre-social media and stuff. The part that I found so interesting is that he starts comparing graphic design to fine dining and how like the best restaurants in the world will go through like this intense research period and that they have like a whole R&D laboratory to experiment like new recipes and stuff, and how he thinks that we should think about graphic design that way, that it's like essentially to its core a very creative practice, and nowadays it's just become a little bit too corporate, and that like we need to go back to the drawing board and just experiment and go out and travel and experience new things and like connect it to our culture and to our memories in order to make actually meaningful and innovative design. It's 5:20 now. I'm gonna start getting ready. Okay, I've just put you in front of my little makeup station. I keep all my makeup in this like wooden box and it's really convenient. As I was saying, I'm getting ready for a little friend's dinner. My sister's best friend moved to Madrid a couple of months ago and she's back for the first time. So we've organized like a nice little reunion dinner with all of their close friends. I'm obviously invited because I'm just like so freaking cool, and I'm just like, who doesn't want me at their reunion dinner? No, I'm just kidding. I get along really well with all of my sister's friends, so I kind of find myself in, you know, social situations like that, which is always so nice and so fun, and I'm so grateful. So yeah, I actually picked out the restaurant for tonight, which is why I'm like very excited about it. I found this restaurant, I think also on TikTok, which is it's really bad that I literally started this vlog saying like I'm doing a social media detox because I'm so addicted and it's ruined my brain, yada yada yada, and now I just keep like selling it to you. Talking about new restaurants that I've never been at, the wine bar that I went with Julie was amazing. Basically, as you saw, it's like this really modern bar, so you kind of sit around the kitchen and watch the people make the different plates and stuff, and then they have this wall of like a wine cooler and it's all made in stainless steel, so it looks really cool. I actually love like fully stainless steel kitchens. I think they're like really modern and classy and like sexy, and this was definitely the vibe of the place. Like it felt very like date night vibes, so it was so fun to be there with Julie like randomly. It's funny because we were actually talking about kind of like our New Year's goals and resolutions and stuff, especially because I've been working on that pretty thoroughly since my crash out, and I was telling her that this is exactly like us being at this wine bar like a random Thursday night is exactly what I want to do more of in 2025. And basically I wrote down different mindset shifts that I want to have this year and like things that I want to prioritize and focus on this year, and one of them was create the occasion, which is basically what we were talking about. And I was telling her like there's not always going to be something to celebrate or some birthday coming up or this like special holiday or whatever. Like I feel like I need to create the occasion more often and like organize and plan meaningful moments with your friends instead of waiting for them to come. But yeah, that was one of the things that I took out of our lovely night, but also out of my mood board, or sorry, my vision board. I finally finished it and it literally healed me. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I was right about needing to really sit down and plan my year and like think about the things that are important to me and what I want to bring into 2025 and what I want to leave in 2024. Like, I really just sat down and fully organized my thoughts and feelings, and I basically wrote down 9 different like mindset shifts. The first one is prioritize self-care, and I wrote everything can be a ritual: skincare, matcha, cooking, walking, which are just things that I want to do more in general, but really I want to focus on them in the terms of self-care and not just being like, oh, I need to walk more, but like actually thinking about it like, oh, I'm taking care of my body because I love my body and I want to feel good in my body and I want to be healthy and I want to be energized, and basically just change my mindset about those specific things and reintroduce them as self-care habits and routines. The second one is the one I mentioned: create the occasion, plan meaningful moments with friends, try new restaurants, host intimate dinners, celebrate the mundane and extraordinary, which I really want to host this year. I really want to host more. I haven't been doing it enough, and I know it's something that makes me really happy and that also, as I said, like makes great memories. The third one is consistency is key, daily movement and low impact workouts. I want to get back into the gym. I've been talking about that forever. Continuing like strength training, getting a trainer, walking, and I want to try yoga this year as well. Fourth one is embrace growth and learning, step into my apprenticeship with curiosity and confidence, integrate socially, develop new skills and speak up. The fifth one is say yes to fun, be spontaneous, go out, have fun, don't overthink it too much, just live. A lot of the times my friends will be out and they'll be like, oh, let's just go to this next place and then let's go out to this other club and da 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 da, and I'm always like, I need a week's notice before I can even think of doing something like that, which is still something I'm struggling with, obviously, but I want to just try to get out of my comfort zone a little more and be okay with spontaneous plans and even like maybe be the one to start them. The sixth one is notice the beauty in every day, capture the details, film everything. This is a subject that I'm going to talk about in another video because it's really close to my heart and it's really interesting, and it also is a little bit tied to like YouTube and like the way I want to do YouTube this year. So I'm not going to go into too much detail, but basically you get the gist. Like, just be more attentive to the world around me and appreciate what I have, like be grateful, etc. But I also just want to capture more of my life. I never regret capturing something, I mostly regret not capturing stuff. The seventh one is manifest abundance. I used to be really into manifesting 2 years ago and it really worked out amazing for me. A lot of the things that I was trying to manifest happened and I felt like the luckiest person in the world. I still do, but I haven't been implementing those different like affirmations and like exercises that I used to do, and I want to do more of that because it was really great. It was really great to get everything I ever dreamed of. I titled the eighth one Open to Love, but it's not really like, it has a double meaning. I wrote appreciate how deeply you're surrounded by it, be thoughtful, give meaningful gifts, and show your love in ways that matter. It'll come back to you. It's as much of like an outward motion of like, I want to be a great gift giver this year. I want to try to find like the best detailed, specific, intimate gifts for people that actually show how much I care, and I also just want to do like random acts of kindness and stuff. But I also want to notice how much love is around me because I tend to forget sometimes. I'm like, I feel so alone and I have no friends or I have no boyfriend or whatever, and I actually am like so loved all around, and I just need to remind myself of that and give back. And then the last one is about curating. I basically want to keep decorating my room and just be more into like cleaning and keeping my space organized and stuff, because that really helps me, and it's also kind of a form of self-care. So yeah, I wrote my room is my sanctuary, clean, decorate, enjoy, repeat. So that's basically the gist of what I am focusing on this year. I really hope I'll be able to integrate a little bit of each affirmation or goal, whatever you want to call it. I think really writing it down like that and like being detailed and specific about how I actually want to achieve those different ideas is really helpful and really motivates me and excites me for how this year is going to go. Okay, this is the final little outfit. I couldn't style my hair though, so going for a low pony, but I actually think it looks pretty nice with this.
J'adore. Mais il me faut ça. Attendez. Ah. Waouh, c'est incroyable.
Ces petits mots, c'est quoi?
Oui.
C'est parti?
Okay, well, this is as good as it's gonna get, so don't be scared, guys, but I did put a face mask on, if you couldn't tell. It's one of those like collagen ones that is supposed to become completely clear, but after a couple of hours. So I'm supposed to keep this on for 3 hours, which is a little bit crazy. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this for that long, but it feels really nice, like very cooling and moisturizing. But anyways, I wanted to do a little update. It's 10 a.m. We switched to summer time now, so we basically like lost an hour of sleep, but I'm feeling fine. I'm feeling rested. The restaurant last night was so nice. The ambiance was literally perfect and the food was delicious. And then after that we went to have a little drink at a bar. So yeah, overall a really great evening. But anyways, today is Sunday. I mostly did all the work I wanted to do for school yesterday, so I'm actually pretty free today, which literally never happens. Since we're coming so close to summer and it's gonna start being warm again next week, the whole week is gonna be 20 degrees, which is crazy. I think I'm gonna reorganize my wardrobe and bring out all of my summer clothes, because right now I mostly just have my long sleeves out. So I think while I wait for my sister and her friend to wake up, I'll just do that. Okay, so basically this whole top shelf is summer clothes that I put away, and then these are all my tops that I need to sort through. I don't know yet if I want to take out all of my long sleeves and just put in summer clothes, or just put them both in. This is actually the nicest thing I've done in a while.
C'est pas du tout ce que je faisais depuis le début en fait.
De toute façon, demain, t'es à la maison également.
T'as bien les nains ou pas?
J'adore.
Déjà fait et tout?
Ouais.
Ah, tu filmes là?
Ouais.